All right, thank you guys so much for coming. This is going to be a really quick overview. We're not going to get too much into the logistics because there's not much to it. Honestly, you could do this with your kids. You could do it yourself within 5 minutes. At the very end, if you want to stay 5 minutes late, I'm going to make one from scratch in a snap. And I can make it just like you want it, very personalized, if you want to hang around. So the first question is, I wanted you guys to brainstorm, if you could, traditional data notebooks. You know, on Teachers Pay Teachers and Pinterest, you'll find these amazing collages of page after page after page of graph and record keeping. Very cute. Mine end up more like the one on the right, and then lost, and then the 3 whole things rip, and then they fall out. And the parents want to see them, and I can't find them, and it has not been good. So if you guys could take just 1 minute and brainstorm what are the advantages and disadvantages of just a traditional data notebook. So just pick someone at your table. Ready to go.
If they lose their papers, they can't find it, they need another one. We keep it's not a notebook, but I keep them to keep track of what they read every week for reading on. As we get home from recess.
I show my names of projects not.
And my timer's not working, so we'll just pretend.
Somebody else's problem. Somebody else, I mean, and it'd be nice to have it somewhere official.
You should see like how excited they are to Peter.
And not all of the papers for the kids too. My kids do that.
Yeah, it's definitely done. They do. I do too. While I'm watching sometimes.
Yeah.
I go, see this folder? Put it in the folder.
This is
So it's nice to not have all those papers.
Yeah.
All right. I hear, tell me if I missed anything up here. I'll try to record what I heard you guys saying.
Crumpled paper.
Crumpled paper, so loose papers, crumpled papers. Is there anything else?
One place, everything in one place.
Got that.
Oh.
Cody, did you guys have anything that I missed? I was just trying to listen over you guys.
An advantage is you don't have to have a device.
Okay, okay, no technology needed. Good one. Very good. Traditional notebooks. Yeah, we're not to the cool part yet. All right, so then the question remains, what is a digital data notebook? Tracy actually asked me, she goes, is there a sticker for that? And I said, no, but I'll make one, so I will get you guys a sticker. It's kind of a made-up thing. This video is from a school in, I don't know what's going on there. Hello? Don't know what's going on there. I went and saw this presentation. This was the video that they shared, and where I learned about digital data notebooks actually was from, it's called Grain Valley. They're right outside Kansas City, and they are a Google Apps for Education district, and their students actually have individual Google logins and email addresses and everything. They have that for them. Our district is getting that next year, but not for elementary yet. So just keep that in mind. There are a couple modifications with what they're doing. The one thing that's going to freak you out, you're going to be like, they're sharing personal information on the internet, because they have their own personal logins and they're private. We will be that in 1 year. So just keep, I'll get to that, how you can protect your kids and confidentiality being not Google Apps for Ed yet. I know, the kids over there were using their laptops and they were sucking my Wi-Fi. I'm like, this isn't going to work if I don't have wireless, so it should be loading very shortly. We're not going to watch the whole thing. We'll watch just about 3 or 4 minutes of it. Maybe.
Hi, I'm Matthew. And hi, I'm Delaney. So Delaney, I hear that you have an online data notebook. That sounds kind of cool. Can you show that to me?
Sure. Okay, so what our online data notebooks are, instead of having it in a book, we've made our own online.
Okay, so what's the purpose of having something online? Is it?
It's easier to personalize, and it's kind of more like neater because they're all in different spots, and it's just more fun for me. Here's my title page. I've kind of personalized it with all my pictures and my name.
Yeah, I like that, and yeah, I like that. I think that especially online, from even just now, I can see that you really have more control over what you're recording, what data you record, and stuff like that. So what's the next page?
Oh, this page is my About Me. It is just a bunch of questions like my first name, my middle name, and a bunch of other questions about me that I have answered. And I put a couple pictures by the side on what I answered.
Yeah, that seems fun. It kind of seems like kids would like to do that more than just writing stuff down.
Okay,
They were not planted at all.
here's my star reading. I've kind of put a goal and then my score on there. And as well as star math, same thing. I put a graph and everything in that goal.
I kind of like that because it seems much easier to record your data this way. And
Probably much neater than coloring it in.
Yeah. It's easier to have all of your data in one place so you can just pull up. So what's this?
This is my quality student. I took 2 pictures and drew it. I did one of me and one I just kind of drew from scratch. I put out things I think of what a quality student is. This first one, I put kind, caring, patient, flexible, and this one is me, and I put other words of what I think a quality student would look like.
That's cool. And okay, what is this?
This is CCR. It stands for Common Core Review. I have put a chart there, and it's basically we're doing math review, and I've graphed all my scores and and how many I could have gotten for possible points.
It's cool because you can have a double bar line because instead of just graphing how many there are, you can see how many you got right out of a certain number because they sometimes change how many questions there are. Okay, what's this?
Well, this is my quality work. It has quality writing, technology, and quality math and quality reading. It just basically shows what you're supposed to do and if it's quality or not.
I just wanted to show that last one. Besides the graphing, you can do anecdotal things. The kids can just take notes on themselves. You can give them feedback on their writing pieces, and it's a place where they can keep track of that. It's really, the possibilities are kind of endless, of course. So take a second with you guys. Number one, just take turns around your table. I'm going to set, my timer's not working, so I'll count to 60. And just go around your table, each person just talking for the full minute, keep going around, and just share what concerns you have about using this. The logistical concerns, privacy concerns, parent concerns, anything like that. Ready to go.
Having regular, always
Do those graphs. Are they
and the same one.
pre-made and then
So,
put in
it's one that you can rely on.
or are they based on put down and automatically graphs it? Every Tuesday. That's what I was
Basically,
sure. So
those
like
are my
subparagraph.
concerns. I always have trouble with actually using it. I think it works on my computer and they do it, and it doesn't work.
All right, and back to me in 1, 2, 3. All right, so now, if I can have you guys just shift, and now I heard, will it work on any device? Is it easy? Are the kids gonna play with it? And is there stuff private? Is there anything that I missed? Concerns that you might have? Availability to in the devices.
Not having their own passwords.
Privacy. Okay, very good. And we will address all of those. So now we're going to go to the positive side. Same thing. 1 minute around the table. What ideas do you have? What data or information do you feel like it would benefit your kids to have in a structure like this? Ready to go.
Like anything, it can be math fluency, it can be reading fluency, it can be reading logs turned in. Reading logs turned in.
Oh, I hear reading logs, reading fluency, math fact fluency,
And I didn't even think of anecdotal.
behavior goals,
Ames Web and Hook reports and reading
Ames Web,
math facts and
district benchmark tests, and the students can see it.
SMI.
Student ownership, SMI, It doesn't compare to other kids. It's just personal. Okay, very cool. If you guys can come back to me in 3, 2, 1. You have a question?
So you talked about feedback, how we can leave comments. Can kids leave comments on each other's?
They can. Yep, they sure can. They can leave comments on each other's. Parents can leave comments on their own child's. I'm going to talk about that, yeah.
And can you control the content of that?
Can I moderate the comments? I can, because I can get an email alert anytime one is added, and then I can peek at it, and if it's inappropriate, I can delete it right away. Yep, very cool. So this is called Takeoff Touchdown. It's just to wake you up a little bit. If you thought that it would be good because all their stuff would be in one place, just take off and touchdown, just real fast. Very good. If you thought that it would give the students ownership over their data, take off touchdown. If you listed at least 5 things you think you could put in a digital data notebook, take off touchdown. Awesome. Very cool. Thank you. And now I have ideas for the next Tech Tuesday on digital data notebooks. Okay, so there's a couple of fine print things that I wanted to share with you guys. Number 1, yes, I talked about elementary is not going Google Apps for Ed yet. Next year they will, but for 1 year, you'll use one teacher login and then create individual student folders underneath that. And we're going to look at what a student sees when they log in. So then they all have private folders. That folder can be shared with their parent if their parent has a Google Drive account. Myself, open house next year, I'm going to request that all parents, whatever, if they don't have a Google Drive account, it's going to be in my welcome packet, go and make one. Because they don't have to create a new email address. They just use their plain old email address, just link it to a Google Drive account, give it to me, then everything their kids do is going to be shared with me. I'm going to do a Google Calendar instead of a newsletter, and it's all just going to be cohesive through one kind of portal, me, Google to parents, and vice versa, because the students are in that same portal and everyone's on the same page.
So can the parents see other kids, that folder that's theirs?
Yeah, can parents see other kids? Right now it's all public, and so I'm going to show you mine. It's on student numbers and they include no personal information. I checked on confidentiality. You can't post student scores with names, but if you post their student number and their data, that's fine because nobody knows each other's student number. And I just make sure when they made their All About Me page, no kid, no brother names, no ad, obviously it's just general, like puppies and Snickers and butter. One kid put a stick of butter on his All About Me page, so I don't know what that is. Another idea I haven't done it too much, but you can hyperlink. So say a kid has a graph and you see his math fact data graph and it's not looking good. This one right here, you can see this kiddo, times 2, passed it because it's out of 40, times 5, passed it, times 9, rough, better, passed, times 3, almost, then passed, times 6 was super rough right here. As a teacher, what I'd like to get better at is right there adding a comment. Say, hey buddy, I see your 6s have been rough. Try this website, and you can just paste a hyperlink to a website in that comment. So they're like, oh, I'm having trouble, bing, practice my 6s. Next time, hopefully they'll get better. So again, it's just a one-way, cohesive portal back and forth. So now that you know, I'm sorry, real quick, what a student, hold on.
Elena, is this basically in place of Schoology?
I've never used Schoology.
Because I know the district was talking about going towards Schoology too.
For students.
So this is
For online portfolios,
in Google
they're not using that. They're using this thing called Data Cruiser, and it's like career path choice and making a resume. I know, I was kind of bummed, but that's okay. So this could be definitely in place of that. Go ahead, Donna.
This is in Google Drive and you just create a spreadsheet or something?
Yeah, I'm going to show you. Yep. So real quick, because I just want to go back over, make sure I covered all my talking points. Do you guys see the same advantages as a traditional data notebook? Instant feedback, show parents at conferences, everything in one place, the no tech needed. So I'd say that would be a disadvantage of digital data notebooks. Do you guys see any other disadvantages or advantages that we should add?
Unreliable Wi-Fi right now.
Okay.
In my building.
How do you, before I say this is a disadvantage, how do you see kids using this just during the day or just at home, or what do you see in general?
Big picture, when kids would use it. My kids use it instantly. As soon as I give them a graded paper or whatever it is, I say, go put this in your notebook. And they put it in right there. I can see it being like maybe even a daily 5 area where say they get a folder of their graded stuff, and one of the things they do is they enter their stuff in their notebook and then write about it. And that's writing. Authentic, goal-centered student writing right there. They can write about it in Google Drive, then shared with you, shared with parents.
So then for a disadvantage, I said you don't have access. You don't have
Like
one-to-one.
No, not at all. And my kids don't have 1-to-1 either. We have 2-to-1, so we're very spoiled. But I mean, just like I said, if you could do like 2 kids at a time, or they could just run through it. I mean, it only